What up is Marcus with Dynasty Football Dads, and let me know if you like the shorts that I've been creating, the YouTube shorts that I've been creating, or if you don't like them, whatever. I might be doing more and more shorts, just as these kind of quick little things to whether it's fab or whether it's pickups and stuff. And if you have questions about starter sit, comment below. That will definitely just help. Hey, commenting if it helps just grow the channel in general. And if you're new to the channel, we have if you donate a $1 Patreon, we are giving away a DeAndre Swift jersey here very, very soon. So that is another thing as well. Now let's get into the games. If you missed part one, that was yesterday. We went through basically Thursday Night Football, what's left of the Cleveland Browns, and then we went through, I think my thing's a little crooked. I'm gonna there we go. And then we went through the first half of the slate of the games. We ended off now with the Jets and the Patriots. We haven't started on that yet. And Jets and Patriots, this is gonna be an ugly matchup. Things to note, though, like this is where I don't really start almost anybody here. Michael Carter is a flex-worthy play here just because of the RB apocalypse. But then he will go back to probably being benched. I mean, you have to understand that he's slowly getting involved in the game. He's been decent in the receiving game aspect as well. The Patriots side, Jacoby Myers, again, kind of a deep play. He's been getting a ton of targets, but you're looking at a guy that's probably limited on touchdown upside, 60 to 80 yards. Rushing is the key. So Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, what are you going to see there is going to be the biggest key out of the Patriots. I think Damian Harris is a start. Mac Jones, of course, not. And Ramondre Stevenson, again, with all these all these running backs hurt or on a bye, Ramondre Stevenson is a potential start in some deeper league situations. Eagles, Raiders, this is the Dallas Goedert now solo show, which I'm hoping goes well. And I would put my money if he's back to being healthy, back to recovering off that COVID protocol and stuff. I believe that Dallas Goedert is going to have a good game here against the Raiders defense that has been very kind of fluctuant and up and down. Miles Sanders, again, he's would I rather have Miles Sanders or Ramondre Stevenson start? I'd rather have Miles Sanders. But if you said Miles Sanders or Damian Harris, I'd probably even go with Damian Harris there. Miles Sanders, he's like 38th, I think it is, in fantasy right now. So you get like a bunch of injuries and a bunch of buys, and he may sneak into a flex spot. Oh, by the way, Gibson is back and healthy. I had a choice between Gibson and Sanders, and really it was like if Gibson got hurt in my flex, then Miles Sanders would have been that replacement. But thank goodness I don't have to go through that. Gibson, it seems like he's back at practice and should be back being healthy. What else? Hurts, automatic start at this point. He's garbage for sometimes 3 quarters, but it doesn't matter because he just runs them in. Devontae Smith, again, probably a wide receiver 3, wide receiver 4. Rager, not going to touch him. Raiders, you start Waller. Even though he's been struggling, you start Waller. You have to at this point. The Eagles defense is not great, not good at all, actually, you could say. Josh Jacobs, you're starting Josh Jacobs, especially with the RB apocalypse, and then Derek Carr. I'm gonna say no on this one. He's a QB2, so if you need a QB2, you'll get a QB2. He'll get you like probably 18 to 22 points. That's my prediction right there. So whatever that ends up being. Lions, Rams, you are scared for the Lions because the Rams are going to eat them up. And so starting Stafford, you're starting every Ram. You're starting Darrell Henderson. He's going to be a top back again. Woods, Kupp. This is even a Higbee start here. Just know that if Higbee doesn't have action in the first half, it might be scary because Rams might be up so much that Higbee might not get to play a role in it. But, I mean, right now tight ends are just so thin. So, Higbee it is. You're starting Hawkinson. You're starting Swift. He's been actually surprisingly good and increased in snap percentage over the last couple weeks. And if you need a deep flyer, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the guy that I said that I would pick on the Detroit thing. It's either him or Raymond, and I'm going to pick Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's the rookie. He's a 4th-round pick. I thought he should have been a 2nd or 3rd-round pick based off of talent. So just based off of that, there's no one else there. I think Amon-Ra St. Brown is the guy, and I think he'll have more catches than Raymond as well. Bears, Buccaneers, I'm not starting Fields. Khalil Herbert, he's going to be a flex. I mean, Buccaneers defense is so good against the run. I mean, they stop everyone, including CMC, which is rare. But I think the Bears are going to just run a ton. They're going to try, and I think they're going to fail. So that's what I think is going to happen. Allen Robinson, can you bench him another week? Yep, I think he's been the grenade. And Darnell Mooney, who I said also to bench, got not a lucky touchdown. He was just kind of open. Got a short touchdown. I would bench both of those wide receivers if possible. Buccaneers, you're starting all 5 Buccaneers. You're going to start Brady. You're going to start 3 wide receivers. You're going to start Leonard Fournette, of course, and Gronk. Whenever he's healthy, Gronk is an automatic pretty much start as well. Texans and Cardinals. We have 3, by the way, left. This is one of the 3. Texans and Cardinals. You're starting Cooks. That's it on Texans, and we're done. Cardinals. You are starting. This speaks James Conner Day. Just because I think the Cardinals are gonna kind of catch back, or they're going to have a good offensive game. So I think you're talking about Connor, Edmonds. He's questionable still. He could be a flex play again. And you're starting, of course, Nuke. In this game, Rondale Moore, Christian Kirk, AJ Green. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm not going to give you advice because I think it's Russian roulette, and I think each of them could have an equal chance to be kind of breakup. I mean, if I'm gonna put my money on one, I'm probably gonna say more consistent is probably Christian Kirk. Gosh, it is just tough. That is the toughest situation. But I'm gonna say Christian Kirk, and I'm gonna say AJ Green is the last of the 3. But I mean, he's been getting better. I mean, he's actually shown that he's not quite in the grave yet when it comes to wide receiver graves. Colts, 49ers, Jonathan Taylor. I think Carson Wentz is a desperate QB2 play. 49ers defense has been decent, or at times, I shouldn't say decent. They've been okay. They haven't been decent. They've been okay. They've been middle of the road. And so 49ers defense, 49ers, you have the Elijah Mitchell. You're not starting anybody else besides, because, I mean, you pretty much, what do you do? Debo. That's pretty much about it. I'm just trying to think. Brandon Ayuk, I don't have any. I'm just trying to think in my brain if I have confidence in Brandon Ayuk. I don't. No Kittle, so I'm not starting Ross Dwelly or anything like that. He's just been he's not a confident play there. That's pretty much about it. Mo Alley Cox, actually, I'd rather have on the other side versus Ross Dwelly. Mo Alley Cox has been okay. I think he's tight end like 16 on the year, which, again, if you're desperate, you need bye week fill-in. Mo Alley Cox is the key. Saints and Seahawks. Saints. It's going to be, I think this is where you're going to have, Monday Night Football, I think Winston is going to have a decent game. I actually picked him up as my streamer, or because I have Josh Allen on a bye. I was trying to think I have like 8 million leagues, so I was just trying to think of which league I had a buy in, so, or a buy for a quarterback. And so, Jameis Winston is my pick here. Kamara, you do the same. Michael Thomas not going to be there. So Marquez Callaway could be a flyer. If you need a Monday night kind of boom or bust, this is one of those this is a perfect situation. If you have Alex Collins and Marquez Callaway is on the waiver and you have a flex spot, a lot of people are like, oh, Seahawks backup running back, Seahawks backup running back. But honestly, if Alex Collins is hurt, it could be a mess there. It could be DJ Dallas, a little bit Travis Homer. It could just be they might not have a good running game there, so it could be a mess. So I think on the other side of the ball, Marquez Callaway could be the actual pickup if you have a flex spot and you put and you can put Collins in the flex. I know sometimes Collins is your RB2, so then you can't really do anything. You're just kind of screwed. But know that Alex Collins could miss this week. And so that's where I would go with Marquez Callaway, is that little switcheroo, if possible. If not, you're going to have to look at like a Travis Homer or a DJ Dallas as a potential option on Monday night, which is a little risky. But Seahawks, DK is a start. Tyler Lockett is a bench this week. And Geno is not a starter or anything like that either. I think this is going to be a bad game for the Seahawks. This is going to be the game where I see it being 31-10. And you're like, whew, ouch. How'd that happen? But let's see. I got an update. TJ Hawkinson returns to practice. Woo! That's good. I like that. I have a lot of TJ Hawkinson shares. So, all right. Let me know your start sits. We're gonna do some probably love hate tomorrow. We'll see what we do tomorrow. I don't know. All right. This is Marcus Dynasty Fun. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Now turn up.